right? If you're around negative people, if you drink a lot, right, and you don't fill that energy up, you have holes in aura. In fact, you can drink too much of coffee and thin your aura out. I learned, right?
Yeah.
Coffee, but it's not a bad
coffee
thing.
does?
Yeah.
I heard coffee takes out your nutrients for quicker too. Because I was drinking so much years ago, my face was looking pale like I was on crack or something. You know what I'm saying? Like a drug addict.
Yeah.
And guys like drink more tea than coffee. You
All
good?
right,
Yeah, tea is
Yeah.
good for you.
What was you about to say?
So when you chant Om, that seals and strengthens and thickens your aura.
The part about why coffee puts holes in your aura.
Oh. To be honest with you, I learned that when I was in the mystery schools. I don't understand everything to the fullest detail yet about coffee. I'm still learning. But I learned that if you drink a lot of coffee, it will put holes in your aura. Now I can imagine if you're drinking coffee and it's keeping you up and stuff like that, and you're not getting sleep or you're losing nutrients, that could be linked to that. But I will put it to you like this. There's always in moderation. Coffee is also considered sacred among the Ethiopians, but they use it ceremonially. You see what I mean? So when they get together, their mind state is in a place of unity. We drink it because we're trying to stay up and hit those keyboards and type up all those long letters if we're working or do that homework, right? Smoking weed is not a bad thing, but I must warn you that it also opens up the aura. So if you go hit some weed, make sure you hit it around people that are of a higher mind. You don't want to hit it around people who are depressed. Okay? You don't want that energy getting mixed in with your aura. So when you chant Om and Om Asar Hum, that literally expands and thickens the aura. Okay? When you're doing chi exercises and becoming aware of your body, you're becoming more sensitive to the auras of not only your own aura, but others. And when you meditate and breathe and sit and you go around like negative ions, like the ionizer, that helps increase your auric field. Okay?
Exactly.
When you're in the major cities, people literally suck the energy out of the atmosphere.
You can feel that.
I wonder if that's got something to do with every time I come back, when I meditate, I just feel a lot. It feels a lot better, like when I live in a different country and I come back here, and it goes back down again. Just the energy. After a couple days.
Oh man, you got to keep in mind there's a lot of things that's messing with people here.
I know. I think it might be the entire country. I don't know if it's just this area or just America in itself or something.
Well, you see what it is. You also got to contend to what's going on in the airwaves, all up in Wi-Fi. I think I mentioned a while back that the human ear can pick up, the unconscious can pick up what is considered to be 40 clicks below actual conscious hearing. So in other words, you're literally hearing all the bullshit that people is listening to on TV, up and down the street, up and down the block. You're literally subconsciously picking up on that. You're picking up on arguments. You're picking up on the anguish that people are going through, you know. So you're picking up on all of this stuff around you. If there's no peace, you're literally being bombarded. Then on top of it, you got Wi-Fi, right? And you got all this other stuff moving through the atmosphere and through the airwaves. So it's good if you can get out to a place where there's forest area and there's water, right? You go to these areas, and you just sit and meditate, and that can help build and strengthen your aura, and that can help remove the negative energies that you're getting from other people or from, things that may be self-inflicted.
Look, whatever you said was so important, I was going to turn that on to record what you said, and I looked, and there's like 7 people watching right now. That's the most ever. I was about to turn it off. What did you do? I forgot what you said. It was right before you started. What's the last thing you said?
I have no idea.
Oh, it was important.
I'll put it, but I can tell you what I said.
You said about the clicks. Say the part about the clicks.
Oh yeah. So what is ever considered 40, it said that you're picking up on what is considered 40 clicks below human hearing. So you're picking up on all the stuff around you subconsciously. You may not hear it consciously. Kind of like if somebody blows a dog whistle, you will not hear the dog whistle, but all the dogs will start howling in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay. You're hearing unconsciously who's bumping their music down the street, the arguments that are taking place next door. You're picking up on all this. So they can send out bullshit through the airwaves and affect you, and you don't even know that you're being programmed.
Damn. You said the average person can pick something
The
up?
average person. Everybody's picking up on it. That's why it's good to get up on out the city sometime and go to some place that's natural. And you feel more charged up when you're exposed to negative ions, because when you're in the city, there's nothing but positive ions all over the place. Exactly, nature. So you got to get involved in situations where you're going to be exposed to where there's more negative ions. You'll find them in the mountains, in the hills. Another thing you might want to do is charge your water up when you're going to drink it, because a lot of times people are drinking dead water.
Charge up what? You're talking about the iron water?
Yeah, you can have reionize your water by taking the water and pouring it in 2 cups. You take a cup of water, pour it in the cup, and just shake it up, and then you bring the water back to life.
What? Okay.
Yeah, then you drink the water after you do
Ionize
it.
your own water then.
Yeah, you can basically bring life back into your water. Yeah.
With tap water?
Tap water too. But I'd advise you it's better to get your water purified because of the crap that's in the tap water.
Yeah.
So you saying like 2 regular cups, they just go back and forth maybe
Yes.
6 times?
Yes. And it's good if you can get cups made of alabaster or something like that. That's really good because it has an energy in the alabaster that charge the water up too.
Oh, okay.
So if you had like an alabaster necklace or something, you had an energy in that necklace?
Yeah. Yeah. But it's like everything you're dealing with in life, it deals with qualities and things that you're exposed to. Right? Everything around you has a certain energy field, and we are all part of the electromagnetic field. But we're different, we're on different frequencies. But what we are is that we're like tied up aspects of the electromagnetic field, if you may. We're like lumps. So we're in energy, but we're differentiated and solidified in different forms.
Energy. Say that one more time.
So we're basically energy that's solidified and differentiated in different forms. Everything is energy. Energy is neither created nor destroyed. It just transforms.
Like a lump that's sucking up a whole bunch of energy and it's not probably really passing through people because it's just kind of stuck there. These people are.
Well, what we are is that we're vessels. Our bodies are vessels, right? But your true self is energy. But the physical body is still energy. It's just energy that's been slowed down and solidified and crystallized. We're crystallization of energy. Everything around you that has an objective form is a crystallization, including us. But even the crystallization is an illusion because between every atom is empty space.
So this is where spirit and science comes together because that's the same as physics that you're talking about right now, right?
Correct.
Spirit and science together.
But you see, in the ancient world, they would never have separated in the first place.
True that. It's the same.
They separate everything here and then say, oh, well, you know, you got to deal with this subject, but you got to stay away from that. So they don't bring things together here. They keep the body parts of us are scattered. People are confused. They are confused because how do you get confused? You basically, con means bringing together, but it's fused. It's confused. You're confused because you brought it together in the wrong place, so you're confused.
Con.
Yeah. You've been tricked into fusion. Trick fusion. You diffused everything in your mind in the wrong places, so therefore you're scattered into understanding how something may work. Or you're not grounded, you're not clear. You look at the word correct or correct. The correct meaning that which is straight, like erection, resurrection. When something is straight, it is erect, rect. Correct means that it's straight to the core. It goes straight to the point, the core. When something is incorrect, it's out of lining with the core. And we have been living incorrectly in the Western world because we were taught to be out of line with our core. What is your core? Who are you? The dot within a circle, which represents Ra, that's that aspect, that's that same meaning. What is the correct you? Who are you? How do you break it down, right, to the basic elements and control the variation? What is the square root of you? How do you break you down to your own square root and control the variations? Because the thing about it, when you live out in this society, it teaches you to be everything other than who you are and what you are. Right? Like for instance, you know that you're of African descent or black or whatever you may want to define yourself as, because you know it feels right. You come from a certain group, a certain bloodline, or a certain people, and they have a culture. But when you go out into the workforce, you have to take that culture off. A lot of times they'll tell you that you can't represent you in the fullest. You can't go and dress, you're not encouraged to dress what you may consider to be traditional and germane to your ancestors, without intimidating people who basically, they're whatever reason, they have reasons of you not being who you are. You got to go to a restaurant, you may not feel like smiling, but you're working at McDonald's, so you got to smile at all the customers, right? And you don't feel like it. Do things that take you away from being you, right? What is it that you're here to do? Who are you? What do you enjoy doing? Why do you do the things that you don't enjoy? Simple. Because you were told that you have to in order to live. So many people are trying to make a living that they haven't truly lived. So therefore you have to ask the questions. What's a quest? You know why it's called a question? It contains the word quest. Because it's a quest on a journey that takes you within. And the philosophers will sit in their dialogue, but a philosopher will ask a certain amount of questions and try to answer them themselves. And then come up with more questions. And allow those questions to take them on the journey so they can do what? Make discovery. That's my philosophical breakdown.
You said how you break yourself down to the square root.
So basically, who are you? Who are you? Because most of us are everything. We're everything everybody else wanted us to be. Exactly, facade. You look at the word facade, right? Persona. All those words suggest a mask. And you break the word persona down and you get through sound. Because you can change your personality with sound vibration.
When you like meditate that sound vibration. Can you give some examples?
Well, you just did one earlier. Right?
Yeah.
That makes you become more like a star.
Oh,
Right? Yes.
All
that. Right?
All that.
That's, if you get into like various traditions, you'll discover that like there's different sounds with various planetary connections to them. Right? We'll get into that more.
Oh, yeah.
Tantra, they talk about this
right now.
We'll go over them next time. There's a Meta-Netter Volume 1. Get the Meta-Netter Volume 1 and download it on PDF and check that out. It talks about the different planetary sounds, right? If you want more abundance in your life, and you can chant words like Kleem and Shreem. Renge means lotus, right? That's in that's the Nam Your Heart and Gekyo. But that's also the sound vibration to bring forth abundance.
Clean and Chin is for what? Like what planetary sign?
It's abundant.
You're right. Right, Clean? Yeah, Shring. One is for Venus and one is for Jupiter.
Shreen is for that's like Shreen. Shreen.
Right. The whom, if you want to increase your memory, that deals with the moon energy.
Wow. The whom?
Yeah, for your memory. So it's Ong Bang Da Hoon. Ong Bang Da Hoon. So say it.
Ong like O-N-G.
Yeah.
Ong like V-O-N-G.
Mm-hmm. Da Hoon.
The home like D-A-H-U-N-G.
Mm-hmm.
Using that for now. That's what's up. Okay. We was about to. I was gonna let you keep pause. So I was gonna let you keep going.
I think your time is up.
Yeah, it is. And that's definitely enough for me to be studying on. So hey, Knowledge, Black Sumo, Connecticut. We're coming here on Mondays. I didn't know that many people would be watching. I don't know how far away I am from this camera, but we're coming here Mondays. We're trying to start around like 11:30 West Coast time.